Hey y'all, today I used a Colourpop Super Shocker blush on my eyes and I think it came out really good. So if you want to see how I did this makeup, please stick around. Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to do a very easy makeup look. Well, I'm still going to use a lot of makeup, but it's going to be a very easy look. So first I'm going to start off with the Nars Radiance primer. I'm just going out to lunch with my kids. So I'm going to do something very simple and fast because I overslept this morning and then found out that we were leaving soon. So this leaves such a very nice finish to the skin. Look at how glowy that is. So nice. I love that primer. And then for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It's mattifying, it's water and sweat proof, has niacinamide, and I was looking for a SPF, but I don't think there is one. So I'm just going to put this on a sponge first because it has a dropper and I don't really like droppers. I'm just going to start off with one drop because I used two the other day and it was a lot. But I bet you one won't be enough. We'll see. There's a lot of coverage for just one drop though. Not one drop, one dropper full. I think I am going to go in with a little bit more because I always tend to kind of run out on the forehead. So I think I will go another half dropper full. This is in the shade, let me see if I can find it, Porcelain Beige. I normally don't do beige colors, but with this Catrice foundation, with all of the foundations, it's always something beige. So I had to pick a beige because I didn't have a choice. So I'm just going to stipple that in and let it dry for a second and then go in over it with a sponge. And you can still see, I know my face is pretty white right now, but you can still see the radiance from the primer. So good. Just going to lightly go in with a sponge because if I push too hard, it will take some of the product up. Sorry if you're just looking at my forehead. I'm looking in to see how spread out that is, because sometimes right between my eyebrows, if I don't like push pretty hard, it will just look like the foundation is sitting like right on top of my skin. I really like this foundation. Nice full coverage. Good color. It's beautiful. For concealer, I'm just going to go in with the Sheglam concealer in the shade Linen. This is the lightest shade they have. And it works really well for me. It's a great formula, great color, great everything. The only thing that's not really great is the applicator. It's kind of small. But I can look past that. I'm just going to actually let that sit under my eyes for a minute, and I'm going to go around with the concealer that I'm going to bronze with. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour wear full coverage concealer in the shade Cocoa. This I don't need a lot of. This is like the P. Louise. It just takes a very little bit. So I'm just going to do one dot, and then I'm going to blend it out with a brush. I'm going to be outside kind of probably sweating today because it's a little warm outside. So I want a liquid bronzer to kind of help me in that department. I was told, I wasn't told personally, but I was watching a Trixie Mattel video, and she said that if, because you know drag queens sweat a lot, she said if you need something to protect you while you're sweating, she said always go in with a liquid, because it doesn't stop you from sweating, but it stops the makeup from coming off. And I know that looks wild right now, but I'll fix it. I just bought some stuff from Colourpop. I bought a new palette and a new cream bronzer and some Super Shock shadows. They had an 80% off sale. So I bought that stuff. The cream bronzer wasn't 80% off, but the rest of the stuff was. And not the palette. I bought that in a separate thing. So the Super Shock shadows, I think that was it, was what I got for 80% off. They were like $5 each. I'm actually going to use that. It's a Super Shock for my eyes today. I think it's a blush. It's supposed to be a blush, but it's not my shade of blush. It's kind of brown, so I'm going to use that on my eyes today. Oh, that looks crazy. Okay, so this is dried down some. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it in. And then it will leave my eye with like a much brighter under eye if you let it sit there for a while. Okay, and I'm going to go around. Let me take a new blender and I'm going to go around here and kind of blend this line out. Another reason I like wearing liquid bronzer or contour is because I have these parts of my face that just won't accept pigment unless it's like liquid. If it's cream, then it has a hard time accepting the pigment. Okay, I'm going to powder the crap out of this. I don't think I'm going to go in with any blush today. I might go in with a little bit of powder blush, but I don't think I want to go in with any today. So I'm going to be using the Nars Light Reflecting Powder at first. Okay, and then for loose powder, go in with the Catrice Bright and Blur powder. No, you know what? Let me go in with the Wet n Wild because I have more of that. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of powder on my face. Okay, for setting spray, I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish up to 16-hour wear setting spray. Okay, I'm going to let that dry and I'll be back. Okay, I think I don't want to go in with any pressed powder, and I don't want to go in with any bronzer because there's already enough on there. So I'm going to go in with this highlighter. This is Kyda Beauty in the shade Sun Glow. Is that even going on? This is kind of old. You know what? Maybe I will put some blush in there because it's not lining up right. So I will put a little bit of blush. I'm going to go in with my Nars Deep Throat. This is it here. I'll just go in with a little bit just to kind of make everything line up, if that makes any sense. I just need something to go in between the bronzer and the highlighter. Okay, I think that looks all right. And then go back in with the highlighter. Need to really build up this highlighter because it kind of seems old and crusty a little bit, even though it's like really like almost brand new, but the top is hard. So I might have to go in and somehow take that top layer off. I like to shine. I like a lot of highlighter. It's so funny because when highlighter first came out, I really didn't like it. I just thought it made people look like they were sweating. But now I love it. Okay. So let me get my eye stuff ready and I'll come back with you. Okay, so I have this Colourpop and L'Oreal Virtual Reality Super Shock Blush in matte. But look at this. This doesn't look like blush to me. This is like a cream to powder. This is not like my shade of blush. So I'm just going to put this on my eyes. And I'm just going to do probably, unless I change my mind, a one and done eyeshadow. This, I think this kind of blush would go on like a darker skinned person, but it's not my kind of blush. But it is a beautiful eyeshadow. It blends great. It's nice and creamy, because I guess it starts out creamy and then turns to powder. So I'm just going to kind of build this color up. And I might as well put it on the lids too, right? pretty. Let me just try to build it up a little bit more, just so it looks like there's some color on my eyes. Very nice. Did I just hit pan? I guess I did. I guess it doesn't go as deep as I thought it did. I still don't understand why people get so excited when they hit pan. All that means to me is I gotta buy more makeup. People get so excited. Oh, I hit pan, I hit pan. It's like, so? Well, it just means you're running out of makeup. Still building that color up. It's like a rosy brown, so I can see where it's a blush because it's kind of got rosy in it, but it's just not a blush for me. I can't wait to get the new Super Shock shadows in that I'm getting. I'm very excited for those. I'm going to do like the same, just one and done with those. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something creative. So I'm going to go into my Colourpop, just regular retractable eyeliner, and tight line the top. Okay, and I'm just going to go do my lashes and my lip liner, and I will be back. Okay, so for lip liner, I use the Colourpop Lippie pencil in the shade BFF3. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. I love these little soft matte lip creams. I have another one coming today called Abu Dhabi. Ah, they're so good, and it feels like nothing is on your lips. And they last all day. So good. All right, you guys, that is it for me. I have to go and find my blush eyeshadow because it just rolled off my vanity onto the floor and under my boot hanging apparatus. So I have to go find that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.